Good day guys, Mark here again and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you love cars, DIYs and anything car related, please consider subscribing and check out my playlist. On today's video guys, we'll do a standard oil change with a bit of basic PMS for my Hyundai Eon. It's going 80,000 kilometers now and 6 years and 3 months old to be exact. As most of you guys know, I just recently had my car repainted, so I need to go back to the paint shop about a week or two from now. So the reason why I will be doing an oil change video is we'll be reviewing or testing the AMSOIL fully synthetic oil on my car. So we'll do a before and after comparison with the engine vibration, engine noise, everything. So for now, I'm actually using Hyundai Exterior 5W20 fully synthetic oil. And it's been in the car for 5 months now with less than 3,000 kilometers in it. So the engine is actually still hot. Just shut it off, so you guys will have a basic idea on the engine noise and engine vibration. Okay, so let's go outside. Alright, so that is the engine noise and vibration of the Hyundai Exterior with no after 5 months with less than 3,000 kilometers in it. So observe the engine noise. So after I do the oil change, we'll do a comparison. Okay.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so for this DIY, you just need basic tools, your jack stand, and socket wrench, your breaker bar, of course the oil that you're gonna use, the filter, and that's basically it. Now again, if you're gonna change or do this on your own, please make sure you use a jack stand, or if you have like a spare jack that you can use, please use it, because you'll be working underneath the car and we don't want anything bad to happen to you doing this. So it's okay to save money, but if it's gonna do you more harm, then please put safety at first. Okay. All right, so first thing to do is of course prepare the materials, and what I like to do is release or open the oil filler cap, so you'll be able to increase the speed of the engine cooling down. So that's one way, since the engine is a bit or still hot. And then go ahead and jack up the vehicle. Alright guys, so once you jacked up the vehicle, prepare your drain pan, your oil filter wrench, your socket wrench, your breaker bar, and your ratchet. And let's go ahead and drain the oil. Okay. Okay. All right. So here is the drain bolt of the oil, the engine oil. Let me just see if we can Drain it fast. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Alright. Okay. So once that's loose, you can switch the breaker bar into your ratchet. So the reason why I'm using a breaker bar first is because I don't have a what do you call this, a heavy duty ratchet. I don't want to break it by forcing the drain bolt. So I'm gonna drain the oil first, and we'll do the oil filter in a while because the catalytic converter is still a bit hot. So you'll be able to see, guys, the color and consistency of the Hyundai Exterior Ultra Synthetic 5W20 engine oil. So while waiting for the engine to cool down, I'll go ahead and clean the throttle body and the sensors as well. So, all right, there we go. So let me show to you guys. So that's the oil draining, guys. So I hope you guys can see. All right, so let's wait for that to drain. Let me go ahead and clean the throttle body and the sensors first, okay? All right, guys, so I'm in the process of removing the oil filter, which would be that. So it's already loose. I just need to remove it by hand. It's out. There you go. So that's the filter, the oil filter. And now let's just wait for everything to drain out. Then we'll fill it up with new oil and replace the oil filter as well.
Eventually.
Alright, so I just finished cleaning up the oil dipstick and the oil filler cap. Okay. I'm just waiting for the oil that's inside the crankcase to drain out at least completely. And then I'll be installing the new oil filter, and then we'll fill her up with AMS oil, fully synthetic motor oil. Alright, guys, so I'm about to put in the new oil filter. I'm using my trusty Vic C415 oil filter. So before putting in the new oil filter, guys, again, it would be better if you prime the oil filter first. So ideally, you'll need to fill up the oil filter completely, but since Our Hyundai Eon is basically side mounting, or has a side mounting oil filter. We just need to, or we have to fill it just half. Okay, now the reason is, the reason why you need to prime your oil filter is because to minimize the startup wear on the moving parts inside your engine, specifically the bearings, the piston rings, the valves, the camshaft, etc., etc. Because once you crank up the engine, if you don't have any oil here, the piston and the valves and the camshaft will have a time that will run without any lubrication. Okay, if not, if there's any lubrication, there is minimal. So just to lessen the friction between those metal parts, prime your oil filter first before mounting it to your your engine. So I'll be using the AMS oil. So I have high hopes for this on this oil. So hopefully it will deliver. Alright, so that's just about enough. Let's give it a bit more. Okay, and also guys, don't forget to put a bit of oil um, all around the oil seal to make sure that it seals up really good, or to avoid any leak. Okay.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, so time to put back the um, drain plug. So I'm gonna show you later what the engine oil looks like after 3,000 kilometers through it and only 5 months old. So that's the exterior ultra synthetic. Okay. Okay. Now, to cap it off, use your breaker bar and give it a bit of pull. Okay, that's just about good. And we got the cloth. Alright, so wipe off any oil residue. The reason why is because after filling up the oil, we'll warm up the engine and check if there are any leaks that's coming out of the drain plug. And now we'll go straight to the installation of the new oil filter. So I've already primed this with oil. And there we go. Just making sure that the oil filter is centered. Okay. Now, let me use my left hand. There we go. So the strategy, guys, when you're installing the oil filter is you just need to tighten this by hand. This doesn't require any strong pressure, so I just tighten it by hand and wipe the oil residue, just making sure that there's nothing nothing's dripping out of the oil filter. All right, perfect. All right, guys, so this is the Hyundai Eon 5W20 Ultra Synthetic Oil. It's really black. This is 5 months old with less than 3,000 kilometers. Okay, now what does this mean? Okay, so this means that the oil or the exterior fully synthetic oil did a great job of cleaning the engine. Okay, so if the oil that you're using doesn't turn black, then that's a big problem. That means that the oil that you're using has minimal or very poor amount of detergents. So the detergents on your motor oil, that's the one cleaning your engine, and that's basically causing the discoloration of the oil, which turns into black. So this is a good thing. Okay, so that means that the engine, or my engine, is very clean. All right, so I'll be filling up the engine now with our AMSOIL fully synthetic oil. So using my trusty funnel, so that's the funnel that I'm using. Let's see if, all right. Okay. So bottle number 1. Let's do bottle number 2. So I have high hopes on this oil, so hopefully this will deliver. I'm hoping for a quieter engine. So since we'll be using 2.5 liters, bottle number 3, guys. So let's try to fill this up with half of the bottle and check the oil dipstick. So before you check the dipstick, guys, make sure you jack down the vehicle. Make sure you get accurate reading, okay? Alright, so car has been jacked down, guys, and let's check the dipstick. Let's see where we're at. And perfect. So that's the oil, the new oil. So exactly at the dot of the F or full. Alright, so we're done, and at this point, guys, we're just gonna start the engine, warm it up, and check for leaks. Alright guys, so I just finished changing the oil of Barney, which already has 79,194 kilometers in it. So hopefully the AMS oil will deliver. Again, I have high hopes for this oil, so let's go ahead and start her up. Wow. So I can already say or tell the difference, guys. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear the difference. Okay, so anyways, let's go out and let's compare. So that's the after the oil change. It's quieter. So let's see how long will this last, okay? That's it for me today, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to request more DIY videos, feel free to comment down below or shoot me a private message on my Facebook account. And also I do have a poll on the community section of this channel. Please participate so I can you know, change the content moving forward. Now I actually turned on the AC because it's a bit hot now. What else? I do have another video coming right up. I'll shoot it maybe tomorrow morning, but for now, again guys, this is Mark. Thank you so much for all the love and support on this channel, and I really hope that we are able, or I'm able to help a lot of you guys save money, basically prolong the life of your vehicle, of your car. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for the support, and if you guys are interested to order spare parts and performance parts for your Hyundai Eon, just shoot me a message. We are able to do COD and COP nationwide via LBC. Again, this is Mark, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and see you on our next video.